Welcome to our UV Resin number 5 webisode, and we're going to be using some molds and some inclusions, and we're going to be personalizing. And you can make some things just like this with whatever initial you want. So please come play with us. Okay, this is the first personalized bezel I did, and I will tell you, this is a P, not for Paulette, but for Penelope, my granddaughter. And this is using the teardrop shape. Now, we have them in silver and in bronze and in gold. So lots of choices. And this has a peel off in it. In fact, it has a peel off and a dazzle. So the peel off comes from this set of alphabet peel offs. So you can see it's got a little bit fancy on each of the letters, which I really like. And this butterfly is from a new set of dazzles. Well, it's kind of a revised set. It's called Resin Art Dazzles, and there are butterflies. And what I love, and let's see if we can get in really super close. Can we do that? It is engraved. It is embossed. It has just a bit more style to it than an outline butterfly. So I thought that was nice. Now, the other thing you could see getting in really close is that the bezel is silver, the alphabet, the P is silver, but this one is gold, and I like mixing my metals, so I'm hoping that you're with me on that because that's what I'm going to demonstrate. So we're going to set these aside, and okay, now I have my gold teardrop, and I already have it placed on my blue resin tape. So, and you'll notice that the hook is at the top and the bezel itself is against the sticky part. That way it won't be seeping out. And this one I used blue, we've got turquoise, but we have brand new a light pink and a magenta. So I think I'm gonna do the magenta just to show you something different. And I'm going to open it up and just squeeze it into the bezel. Now again, this is transparent, so it looks like a bright pink to me more than a magenta, but very nice. And so this is going to be my first of 2 layers. And I'm just going to spread it around with my toothpick. As you know, we've done this before. Then I'm going to cure it, and I'm also going to put a flame to it just to make sure that there are no bubbles. And the flame works really well, but I also like to turn this around so that I can make sure that the resin is against all of the sides. So that looks fine. And here's the flame. Just going right over that. It's kind of fun. Sometimes you can watch the bubbles pop. Okay, I'm going to bring in my light, a UV light, and I do this just a couple of times, so we'll come right back. Okay, this is nice and firm. I did turn it over and cure the back of it. I just find that's a good fail-safe, so just letting you know. Now I'm going to go into the peel-offs, and I'm going to do the P again because, you know, everybody should have a choice of colors to wear. Just lifting it off, that's all you do. And then position it. In fact, I think I'll try to use my tweezers. You do want to get it positioned as you want it, and just bring it in. Whoops, and don't get it crooked. You don't want that. Okay, so you've got the sticky tape and you've got a sticky letter. So, here we go. Come on. Almost, almost, so close. And the other thing I found is that you want to leave a little bit of space. So this isn't filling the whole space. It's just giving me a little bit. I'm going to press it down. Then I'm going to add Now here, as I said, I added the dazzles, the resin art dazzles, which I love. And I'm going to go into these bright polymer inclusions. Now there's 4 packages, so you get fruit, you get flowers, you get confetti, and you get colorful balls, and we'll be using actually 3 of the 4. So I'm going to place, I'm going to put some clear resin now, and then I'm going to put, let's see, let me just test this before I do it. I'll put a little flower right there. What do you think? That's sweet. Could use this one. Oh, maybe I'll do that. Okay. So again, these tweezers come in handy. Now I could put it over there. What do you think? Maybe I'll do, or I could put it at the bottom. Oh dear. Okay. Let's see. This is wiggling all over. Yeah, I think I like it on the side better. Okay, so I will get that ready. Then we're going to go with the clear resin, and I just keep refilling the bottle that I got in the Discovery Kit, but you can choose whatever you want. We do have multiple sizes, and this is just going to go on top like so, and then I'm going to embed that flower. Now, of course, I'm using clear on top because I don't want to color the sticker. I want it to be, I want it to show silver, and I want the color on the back of it to show. So, and I do try to have my colorful resins, I really try to use them sparingly but effectively. So if that makes any sense to you. And again, just bringing it over to the edges, as you know. And then we'll come back to the flower and get it positioned, and then cure it again. Just really simple to do. And what my granddaughter, the thing that started all of this, was that she needed to make a present for a birthday party. And the birthday party was, of course, the next day. And so having this available was really kind of perfect to be able to do it at literally a moment's notice, which is about the notice sometimes you get with children. And she was very happy. In fact, I think she's going to be doing this for birthday parties all year. Okay, I want to make sure that this is covering all areas. And you can see that I pushed that flower down and scooted it over. Okay, now we will do another curing and come back to you. Okay, here it is all cured. I'm going to lift this off and show you. And I want to get some white behind this so you can really see the color. So there's the magenta, and there's the blue. There you go. And there's some of the colors of the flowers of those inclusions. So I thought it might be fun for you to see those a little more up close and personal. So we've got basically a pink and a blue set for Penelope, and we'll be giving that to her pretty soon. So let's get into our next piece, which we are going to use a heart bezel. This is silver, although we do have gold also, and I think we have bronze. And we're also going to use these inclusions. These are fine glitter, and you can see there's clear, there's holographic, copper, gold, silver, and black. Now, this is going to be for Jennifer, and Jennifer wears a lot of black. So I want to do that, and we're going to mix it. Now, we did this a while ago, but I'm just going to mix it with the resin. And it doesn't take much, as you may remember. Let me see. Oh, I just opened this package, and there is a tape around it, around each of these, to secure the contents. but it does leave a bit of a residue around the edge, so just want to let you know that. And let me see, did I get it off? Of course not, because we're on camera. Why would it work perfectly? Okay. You know, we'll get this fixed. There we go. Separated into two pieces. Sorry, that's not very exciting to watch, is it? Okay, so now I'm going to tap this off into my disposable little container. In fact, I do find that I'm watching for those when we're having takeout or anything, so that's a good way to recycle. Now I'm going to bring in my clear resin and I'm going to mix this with my craft stick. And we did this with the beach sand. We've done it with glitter. So this is just a very fine glitter. And something with glitter, when you go to cure it, it's going to take a bit longer because it is opaque. So it's just, you know, just so that you know that. And so you can see that's nice and fluid. Okay, so I'm going to bring this over and just going to fill the empty area with this. And then again, we'll use a toothbrush to push it around. And on that last piece, I do know that I forgot to put the flame right before I cured it, but it worked out just fine. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so you can see it just really doesn't take much. And there's, in fact, I don't even know if you can tell that I took any out of it. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, bring in my trusty toothpick to scoot this around. Same idea. Now this time I'm going to use something different to do my alphabet. And it's going to be a crystal sticker. Okay, so that just kind of filled it. And isn't that striking, that black against the silver? Very pretty. Now, I don't know if I need to do the flame, but might as well. Might as well make it part of the process. Then I won't forget. I can see some bubbles bursting. So I guess it's a good thing I did that. Okay, now we're going to cure this, so be right back. Okay, so it's all cured and it's looking pretty elegant. Now the stickers I'm going to use are these. They are crystals, and you can see they have kind of this glittery and then some actual 3D crystals. We have them in two sizes. This is the smaller. I'm going to be using the larger one. And actually, to find these, go into the search engine and just do alphabet, and you'll see lots of options. So this is for Jennifer. So I'm going to obviously pick up the J, and it comes off in one fell swoop. And we will position it again, kind of wanting it toward the center and wanting it straight, which seems like an easy thing to do, but sometimes isn't. Okay, one more time. You know what? I'm going to take it off of this because that's just giving me another sticky thing to contend with. Okay. And you can see that 3D on the sticker. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to seal this. It's perfectly fine. Now, if I want to add anything else, like I could add some dried flowers that maybe from the leftovers from the Discovery Kit, or if you bought the flowers that are sold as a set. I'm not sure. That's kind of yellow. I was thinking it was white. I kind of hate to bring another color into it because this is so pretty. But just to show, here we go. Could add that. Oh, that's pretty. What do you think? Okay, I think I'm going to set that in there. Okay, close that up. Now, as you know, we're going to go back to the clear. And we don't need too much because this is pretty full. But it does tend to go down a little bit as it's cured. So I'm just going to do that loop. And I'm going to do a different toothpick. I don't want the one that has black on it. I want a brand new toothpick. And we're just going to bring it to the edges, of course. And just want to get those crystals buried into the resin so that it'll be protected. So that's the trouble with removing that, that blue resin sheet, is that it's a little bit tricky to hold on to the piece. Okay, so you can see I'm pushing this everywhere. And I just think it's important for you to see the whole process, not just to have me magically bring out one that's all finished. So I'm hoping that you agree with that. You can certainly tell me in the comments. And also in the comments, tell me how you're enjoying this. I've was looking online and I saw people commenting that there just aren't many videos on using the UV resin. There are a million of using the two-part resin. I'm going to get that little one in there and press it down. You can see that there's not a lot of space, so I'm going to bring the resin over on the top, and I can certainly squeeze some additional into the piece. Okay, then we will cure it and it will be done. And we're going to use some more of the inclusions, not the glitter, but those polymer ones in the next two projects. So there we go. Ready? Do you like it? I think Jennifer will like it. It will be a surprise because she doesn't know it's coming. Okay, more UVing, and I am using the UV light, the heavy duty light. Okay, we'll go right there. Okay, there it is. Do you think Jennifer will like it? I think it's pretty classy and neat. Okay, we're going to go to our next, and in this we are going to use two molds. So this is the small alphabet mold, and we're going to, of course, because this is all about Penelope, we're going to make this. So what she wanted was looking like confetti for a birthday party. Again, this whole thing started for her to have a present, last minute present. So this is the raspberry. The raspberry is kind of sticky. It is going to come out pretty thick. I'm just going to slot it into making a pea. And this doesn't take very long to cure. And we do have several colors of the opaque resin, with the raspberry being one. kind of let it settle in there a little bit. And we will cure this and come right back. So we'll just pop out the pea. You can see how it's been done. And it nicely only takes like one minute and a half to cure. And it does kind of recess a little bit, so that's fine. Now we're going to go into the oval. Now, this could be used in the round. It could be used in square. So, I mean, you know, you can play around with what shape and size you want. I'm going to be adding the clear resin into it. And so I'm going to put the clear resin, then I'm going to put the confetti on top and the pea on top. So we'll have a whole ball game there. Now I do want to, as always, make sure that the resin is filling this, especially on both sides of that protrusion. If there's a technical term for that, let me know. I do want to get this on all sides. And I like the oval shape. I guess you could tell that from, I started off with the teardrop bezel. Now I'm seeing bubbles. So we will bring our flame in to get rid of those. And do just bring the flame down to the resin, as odd as it seems at first. Okay, now the confetti, they come in individual bags, as you saw the packaging. Packaging just has them nested. I do put them into Ziploc baggies. It just makes it easier. So I'm just going to sprinkle this all over. Try to get it into the shape palette. There we go, okay. And again, like everything I keep saying with UV resin, is that it doesn't take much. And I'm going to push those down, although we are going to put a layer of UV on top. And you can scoot them around as you wish. I'm going to bring the pea and position that right there. And I want to scoosh it into the resin and keep it straight. So you can decide if you need any more little pieces anywhere and drop those in, either with the tweezers or the toothpick, as I'm doing, with the remnants that pushed out or dropped out from the bag. So you can just, you know, finish this as you would like, which is the whole purpose of making it yourself, isn't it? Okay, that looks colorful and bright and fun. Okay, so you know the next step is going to be our light. Here we go. Okay, we're all cured. I did do another clear coat over the top. Didn't want you to have to sit and watch that. So we're just going to pop this up and have that done. So there is our confetti. Now, Penelope's mother is Rebecca. So for Rebecca, I used those colorful balls. I want to bring this on white just so you can really see it. Okay, so there's Penelope's with the confetti, and there's Rebecca's with all the colorful dots. Made the exact same way, just use the white opaque. So that worked nicely. So to recap, oh, I wanted to tell you something else. Okay, these I used the chunky glitter. Do you remember that? And also used the mold. and did the rectangle one and put a big K and put the clear on top. This is for Christina. And I did a teardrop one in red, and my daughter-in-law is here, and she is Tansy. So I am going to place this right on top, and I will go back and put a clear coating on top of it. But what do you think? Do you think Tansy will like that? I think she will. So we have the heart bezel with the fine glitter and the crystal, and we have all of those P's with the transparent UV, and certainly you can put them as necklaces, but the other thing that we got are the key rings. So we've got them in gold, silver, and bronze, and so they can go right on here. And how good looking is that? You would just use a jump ring. And this also has a wire in it so that it's easy to put the keys on as you're doing that. Then you toss that piece away. But just wanted you to know, in silver and in gold and in bronze, so they can match all of your findings. So lots of things to do. We're using molds. We are using the inclusions, the polymer inclusions, and you can get the alphabets in stickers with rhinestones and pearls and some colors, as well as the stickers for alphabets and the little additions. So lots of ways that you can embellish and make personalized pieces, which I think is just really a wonderful thing to do for those you love and for those last-minute birthday parties if you have an 11-year-old in the household. Thanks for watching. The Money Saver is on the right side of the screen, and you can see all of the projects down below with a listing of the materials that were used. Thank you for watching and for being part of our Paper Wishes family. Bye-bye.